Good day, evening, night, whenever you're watching this. So, this little introduction could be used for any science course. I am making it for AP Environmental because the book starts out talking about what is science. So, I'm just going to give you a really brief overview in this video of what I think science is and what it really should be. So, science, to a good extent, is just a way to ask and answer questions objectively. That last part is really important, though. So, being objective, trying to remove bias and your own perspective, and be able to generate facts that can be used to either support or not support a hypothesis. And yes, I'm being very careful about saying it that way because we don't prove things in science. There's no 100% correct. That doesn't exist mathematically when we delve into the world of statistics. So we can approach that limit, if you will, if you want to think about using calculus terms. But anyway, you can approach 100%. It's never going to be that. You can approach 0%. It's never going to be that. So what do? We come up with an idea and an educated guess, if you will, a hypothesis, right? That we actually use as a way to test an idea. But we actually don't test the hypothesis. We test the null hypothesis. That's usually the way statistical tests are really done. Same idea. So you come up with a hypothesis, you test it, you see how the data turns out. If it does support your hypothesis within reasonable limits and confidence intervals, then we can accept that if it's statistically significant, for example, but there's more to it than that. It's not really that simple. Good way to look at it in a basic sense is that, though. And then we come up with these bits of data that support hypotheses, come up with theories, turn those into laws, and guess what? All of them can be changed over time. We generate new data. We come up with new techniques, new technologies. Science is not static. Can't be. We reevaluate all the time. And that is okay. That's acceptable. To a good extent, humans don't like to think of themselves as weak and fallible, but that's actually what science is all about. It's about being able to figure out the reality of what's going on to the best of our abilities and realize that maybe those stories, if you will change over time. And that's okay.